Hi, Rylan. How's things?
Yeah, very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for joining us.
And
Today we saw a little bit of footage of you entering the bubble and you and Florian having a bit of a stare down. Is that
yeah,
something we can expect to see in this coming week? Is there going to be any corridor bust ups or anything like that?
not from my side of it. No, I'm professional in this sport. I don't really get the stare down side of it. I don't understand it. I would have just said morning as like a normal person, but he seemed like very adamant on staring me out. You won't see any of that kind of behaviour from me, but yeah, I can't speak for Florian.
You're coming off a cracking victory against Joe Laws, which really propelled you into the spotlight. And now you're going against Florian Marku on Saturday night. What advantages do you think you have over him coming into the fight this weekend?
I believe I have got, I'm levels above with my boxing skill, and I am coming to the table with pint-size powerhouse power.
And finally, for me, how do you think the fight ends? Do you think that you'll be able to get him out there inside the distance, or will you be able to outbox him and win the fight on points?
I don't really know how I see it happen other than me winning. Simple as that. I don't know how. Points, knockout, whatever. Just focusing on the win. That's it.
Brilliant. Well, good luck for Saturday. Appreciate your time, pal.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Matt. If we go to Jonathan from Pro Boxing Fans, please.
Cheers, Dan. Hey, Rylan, how you doing?
Yeah, very well. Thank you. How you doing?
Not bad, mate. How does this build up compare to the one with Joe Laws? Florian's been saying he's going to knock you out. You don't seem like someone who'd be particularly intimidated, but have you felt like this has been a much bigger build up?
Yeah, it's been definitely a bigger build up. I mean, the Laws fight was 2 weeks, and this has been a full camp, longer than we expected. But yeah, it's been good. He's said a lot of stuff about me, which I find quite funny. I just let him do his little talking side of it, and I'll just focus on winning. Simple as that.
How are you expecting Florian to actually approach the fight? Do you think he's going to come out all guns blazing and stick it on you early?
I'm not really sure. Maybe. Or we might try and actually box, because I mean, we have got 10 rounds, so I'm not really sure. I don't know what to expect, but I'm ready for him coming at all angles.
Do you think he's going to bring anything that you haven't seen so far in your career?
And no, he won't be coming with anything I haven't seen. I've been in with a lot of people, had a lot of experience in the boxing game, so I feel like I know what's coming, kind of thing. And
just finally, he was obviously disappointed with his fight last time against Jamie Stewart. How much of that? How much have you watched of that? How much are you basing, what you think of him on that display, or have you been looking at all of his performances?
Well, I didn't really look at his performances really. I've said, I did watch the Jamie Stewart fight, and that wasn't a great performance, so I can't really go off the back of that, because he's going to be coming the best of Florian Marku versus me, because he can't afford not to. But yeah, not really interested in his performance. I just know I'm going to beat him. Simple as that.
Look forward to it. Cheers, Rylan. All the best.
Thanks. All right.
Thanks, Jonathan. Go to Danny Flexman from SecondsOut next, please.
Hey, Rylan, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, very well. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. So you guys are obviously both signed to Matchroom. Do you go into this feeling like a house fighter?
No, I'm still the bait. Oh no, I think I'm still the bait. I think it's Marku versus Charlton, so he's still the golden boy, but I don't mind. It's just a fight at the end of the day, so we just got to get in there and do the job.
Now, he's talked about working a lot with a strength and conditioning coach for this fight. You're both stepping up to 10 rounds, potentially. What have you been doing to kind of bridge that gap from doing the rounds that you've been doing previously?
I've just stuck to my normal game, to be honest. I've not been doing anything different. Obviously aspiring a few longer rounds, but yeah, everything stays the same for me. I just train really hard and focus on my opponent. That's been about it.
And he was on earlier. He said that he feels you're quite limited in your boxing skills. You've just said similar about him. So obviously, you can't both be right, or let's hope not, for Saturday night. But what gives you that impression of him? Have you watched a lot of his fights? Have you seen him in the amateurs and stuff as well?
I don't think he's got any amateur experience. I think he's just a kickboxer, I think. But I from what I have seen of him, I don't really rate him that much. And if he thinks I've got a little bit of a limited boxing skill, then it's even better for me because he's in for a hard night's work.
Great stuff. All very best of luck for Saturday night.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Danny. If you go to Ames next, please.
Ames here for Boxing News TV. Pleasure to meet you, Rylan. How you doing?
Yeah, very well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Not too bad. Good to speak to you. So I just wanted to know, did you sympathise with Florian's frustrations after he had that draw with Jamie Stewart?
A little bit, because I don't think he deserved to win the fight. But he did make a meal out of the fight. I mean, he should have really wiped him out pretty quickly because he says how great he is and he's going to beat up everyone in the welterweight division. So he should have wiped him out. And he had an off night, but you can't afford to have off nights in this game. So yeah, it's one of them things.
So Florian said to me earlier, like he'd be lying if he said he didn't have those fears about the judges coming off the back of what we saw last weekend with some of the scoring. Do you, coming into this fight, have those fears as well?
No, not really. I feel like you've got to get in there and do a proper job. And then the judges can't go against you. You can't worry about that. You just got to get in there and do what you do best, kind of thing.
You mentioned to Danny, I believe it was, like you felt that Marku was the golden boy. Why do you feel that way?
It's just in the name, isn't it? It's Marku versus Charlton. He's the one with all the followers and the big ticket seller. I'm still new on the scene, so yeah, I feel like it's more him. But I couldn't be that fast. Whoever there's the golden boy, I don't really mind. It's just the fight at the end of the day.
And does a win cement your standing then? And like Eddie, of course, works with a number of welterweights. Is there a specific name that you're looking for in your next couple of fights?
There's no names I'm looking for. No, I don't really do the calling out side of things. I will literally just keep winning and just see where Eddie wants to take me. Yeah.
You fought now, it will be Joe Laws and Florian Marku, two big characters, two good talkers too as well. How do you kind of switch off from like kind of that kind of factor of the fight upcoming, that they're good talkers, kind of put it on as well? How do you kind of switch off?
I don't know. I feel like I might be quite good at this kind of switching off stuff. I feel like it's no big deal. I can talk all they want. At the end of the day, we've got a fight Saturday. So all of the talking and the staring out and all that it's not going to do anything, because when we're in that ring Saturday, it's just me and him, and that's that. I don't know. I just kind of block out, I suppose.
And finally, from me, look, a lot of people thinking this could be a real good firefight type of fight. Do you think it's going to be that way? And do you think this kind of really, like, you announced yourself with the Joe Laws fight, but do you think you even further kind of announce yourself with a win over Marku in like a devastating fashion?
Yeah, it's going to be a good fight. Let's put it that way. You've got two guys that can bang. So yeah, it's going to be entertaining, 100%.
All the best for the weekend, Rylan.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks, Andy. We go to Steve from Boxing UK next, please.
Hi, Ryan. It's Steve from Boxing UK.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm all right, mate. Are you all right?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Rylan, we've already asked you this previously, but in the last bubble, you were with a big character in Joe Laws.
Yeah.
This time you're with Florian. I know that you're quite a quiet kind of guy, but do you think Team Florian will try and use a few tactics over the next few days?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to it. He was already having a little stare down at me when we was lining up for the COVID test, which was quite funny. I was going to just say morning like a normal person, but he was adamant on staring me out. Maybe there might be some games and stuff he wants to play, but I'm easy.
We asked Florian this question. You've been quite vocal in regards to you think you're a better fighter than him. Florian's called you a midget bodybuilder. Is it personal?
No, not at all. I never find it personal. He may find it personal with me, but at the end of the day, I don't anyway. I don't hate him. We're both getting in the ring to have a fight. Let's just put on an entertaining fight for the fans.
Last one from me, Rylan. This weekend, obviously, you've got Avanesi and Kelly, which everybody's looking forward to. But do you think your fight with Florian could steal the show? Oh,
I don't know about that. My and Marku's fight is going to be good. but the Kelly and the Avies, and that's gone on for a long time. So it's been a long time coming, their fight. But I think it's gonna set up their fight very nicely.
It is indeed. Best of luck at the weekend.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.